Like most people, I really enjoy my food, particularly when I buy it fresh from a local outdoor market, or even better when I grow it myself or go out foraging as well. Unfortunately, food has become an issue at the moment in the news. People are concerned about how far it's travelled, if it was animals, did they have a good life as well, were they brought up well. People are also concerned about chemicals as well, was the fruit and veg sprayed with chemicals. They also want to know, is it genetically modified as well? And one thing that really does annoy me is food waste as well. People can be so ignorant at times about sell-by dates and expiry dates, and if a food looks fine and tastes fine and it's out of date, still eat it. I'm fine. I've had cream, single cream kept in the fridge for over a week and it tastes absolutely superb. So don't usually go by sell-by dates, just go with common sense really. With me having my own place, I am concerned about my budgets. I'm classed as one of those called jams, just about managing, well, a little bit above that, but still money is important. So instead of moaning about the price of food, what I do even better, and that is grow it myself. I'm very lucky to have an allotment which I was given 18 months ago, and I basically bought plug plants and grew things straight away. But this year was different. I just started things from seed and I grew things that I've not grown before. I've done the usual things in the past, like potatoes, carrots and beans and peas, but this time I did pumpkins, did gherkins, I did some cucumbers as well, and did other bits and pieces. Oh, chilies, did chilies as well, different kinds of chilies. I did normal red chili, did scotch bonnets, and did jalapenos, and they were superb. So if you're not too sure about how to grow things, follow the back of a packet which tells you, a seed packet, how to grow things. Before you know it, you're becoming growing your own food, and it is brilliant. Now the food that I've made in the past, I'm a keen cook as well, but I like to make things. For example, this is delicious blackberry, blackcurrant and elderberry jam. Now this you probably can't buy in a supermarket. The blackberries are what I've been foraging for. The blackcurrants is what I grew, and the elderberries again I foraged for as well. And this makes a beautiful, strong, fruity, sweet jam. It's quite thick, but it is well worth it. When we were children, my parents used to take us out foraging. We used to go picking strawberries and raspberries in fields. We picked blackberries from hedges, and even go picking bilberries in the moors as well. And when I was a kid, you didn't really appreciate it, but when I moved to this area that I'm in now and discovered these blackberries growing in these hedgerows, well, I was in foraging heaven, and it was just too much to resist. And 12 years later, I'm still picking blackberries. I must admit though, I'm surprised that some children these days don't know what a blackberry is. Last year when I went picking, some kids asked me what I was picking, and I was surprised that they had no idea what blackberries were and that they were edible as well. This in my hand is elderflower cordial. Now I have bought elderflower cordial from supermarkets in the past, and you can tell it tastes artificial. It tastes quite watery, there's no flavour. But thanks to Mary Berry and a little bit of tweaking of the ingredients, I made delicious elderflower cordial, and this is the 4th or 5th year we're making it now. I make about 50 bottles of this, and it is exceptional. All you need is elderflowers, water, lemon juice, sugar and a few bits and pieces, and before you know it, you've got elderflower cordial. It is a bit of a complicated routine to make, but once you've made it a few times you get used to it and think nothing more about it. Now I make about 6 bottles at a time. Obviously I didn't quite make 6 bottles here, it's half full. But what I do is I store this in a north facing cupboard. When I'm going to start drinking from it, I keep it in the fridge. It's nice and cool, and add water to it, either sparkling or still, and it is delicious. This was made back in 12th of June this year, but this will keep well and truly for a year or more. Because lemon juice and sugar are good preservatives, and they're part of the ingredients of the elderflower cordial. So family and friends like drinking it as well, but I always make sure I've got plenty for me in the cupboard. Another thing that I do like making as well, and I think it's in the fridge, is and I find it. I've got 3 things here to show you. Here we go. Actually 4 things, thinking about it. Here it is. This is something that I do like making, that is chili jam. Now thanks to the Nigella Lawson recipe, as a little bit of tweaking again, I now make this. Now my parents don't like hot spicy food, but this has got a little bit of a kick to it and they do enjoy it very much. All it is just some brown vinegar, some jam sugar, 12 red chilies and 2 red peppers, and hey presto, mix it all together and you've got chili jam. So I enjoy making that. I get about between 4 and 6 jars per portion, depending how big the jars are, but again this keeps for ages and it tastes absolutely delicious. Great with meat pies, salads, even fish finger sandwiches. Yeah. Now this is something that I make as well. This is beetroot chutney. The beetroot I grew myself in my allotment. I would have made a lot more, but unfortunately the slugs and snails beat me to it. But I did make quite a few jars, and this is the last lot. Again, this is dated 7th of October, and this will last for ages. So beetroot chutney. You need to make this, though, you need to have the beetroot raw rather than cooked. Well, start off with being raw anyway, then cook it later on. This is rhubarb chutney. Now, I've never made rhubarb chutney before, but this is just knockout. I made about 8 jars of this, and I'll definitely be making some more again of rhubarb chutney. You always think of rhubarb as being a fruit, with fruit crumble or pies or in a fruit stew, but as a chutney, beautiful. Now, one of the things that I grew for the first time were gherkins, and by following a recipe in a book that I bought, you basically have you pick your gherkins, give them a tub covered in salt for 24 hours, and the salt draws out the excess water. And then once you've pickled it in vinegar and some chilies here, the gherkins remain crunchy for quite a long time. This I kept in a north facing cupboard, but now I've opened it up for the first time and keeping it in the fridge. So you see, by growing things and by foraging as well, you can make some beautiful food. I like to live simply rather than complicated, and stuff like this is a joy to have. And you can't find it in supermarkets either, so it's unique, it's delicious, it's full of natural ingredients, and there's no stabilisers, no numbers. It is as it is, and it is beautiful. So if you do want to cut down your food budget or be more adventurous, grow your own fruit and veg, get out there and do some foraging and enjoy the food as well. You'll like it.